Hey everybody, welcome to Off the Vine. I'm your host, Kaitlyn Bristowe, coming to you looking like, I don't know, Dwight from The Office or what's that guy's name? Terrifying guy they made a show about him. Dahmer. That's sick. Anyways, I am joined by none other than Boman Martinez-Reid today, otherwise known as the Bomanizer. He does the Bodashians and the iconic Kardashian. What is it? What are you, like a mimic? A skit? I don't know. He's hilarious. He's so talented. He's also Canadian. He's doing music, TV. He's bananas on TikTok, big following there, big on Instagram. I absolutely loved talking to him. He's just so creative, and it felt like I was just chatting with a longtime friend. So let's welcome Boman to Off the Vine. Okay, so we were talking before all of this started recording, and we were talking about burnout. And I'm like, you do so much. Mm-hmm. And we found out we're both Canadian. But how do you, like, I'm just like, I do this to myself. Yeah. I didn't have to come out to LA to the 500th episode of Dancing with the Stars. Yes, I did. I had to. I can't say no to things.
I can't say no
to things. It's really hard.
Well, I can say no to things. I can say no to the things that are warranted to say no to.
Yeah,
but the problem is there is a lot of things that I want to say yes to.
Yeah.
And I have to say yes to those things.
Well, especially, and you get invited to so much.
Well, also being Canadian, I feel like in my head I'm like, I deserve to be there.
Yeah.
All those people in LA or in New York, like they just get to drive up the street and go to this whatever premiere or something. I deserve to be in that room. And that's a very expensive mindset.
That is an expensive mindset. Where do you live right now?
So I live in Toronto.
Okay.
My boyfriend lives here.
Okay.
And so we are long distance.
That's a long distance.
You want to talk about burnout. I mean, it's a lot of back and forth.
Because what is that, a 6-hour flight?
It's like 5 to get here, 4 to go back.
Okay.
So it's actually not that bad.
Yeah, but doing that all the time?
It is tough.
How long have you guys been doing long distance?
A year and a half.
Holy
pushing
crap.
2 years. Yeah. Yeah, and we both work in social media entertainment.
Yeah.
So it's great. Like we have the schedules to make that work.
Yeah.
However, it's challenging. I know a long distance relationship is quite challenging. Right now I'm here for like a month.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to and I have my own place. He obviously has his own place. So we're cosplaying what it's like to
actually be together.
Actually be in the same city.
Yeah.
And it's actually been really, really wonderful.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I mean, a year and a half is a long time to, be together, but to do long distance,
in gay years, that's 8 years.
Oh, yeah. You guys are married.
We're married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what advice would you give people who are doing long distance? Because
oh my gosh,
to make that last that long that's tricky.
Communication. Yeah. I mean, in any relationship, I think communication is so
lubrication.
Important. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so, so important, and being upfront and honest about your feelings as soon as you can.
Yeah.
I feel is so important because there's no time to waste.
No.
It's such a weird way to go about a relationship because all of the time that you spend together is so important. There's a pressure on this time that you spend together.
But also you're so intentional with your time when you're together. So it's nice too.
But it's when you have a fight, or when there's a disagreement or a variance in opinion or perspective, it puts a strain on that time that you're supposed to spend together.
That's true.
But I, thankfully, am dating somebody who is such a wonderful communicator.
Wow.
He's so honest and sweet, and just I love him.
Oh, I could tell.
I really love him.
And if you can say that a year and a half in, because I think people they can bamboozle you for a good solid year.
He is no games. We don't play game. Never has this boy ever played a game.
Love that.
And when I was single, people play games.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of games. It was a lot of
exhausting.
Push and pull. There was just none of that.
Yeah.
And I think it made going into a long distance relationship with him, I felt very confident doing so because.
And also safe.
Yeah.
To express your feelings. And when you feel safe with someone, then the communication is easy to do because you don't have to worry about, you can be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. And do you guys, are you a public dater? Or are you private? Are you keeping it low? What's going on?
We are thoughtfully looking for the right moment to hard launch.
Ooh!
It's been a year and a half.
I think now's the time.
Now's the
time. Do it
time.
on Off the Vine podcast, please.
Well, We actually have hard launched in the press.
Oh, okay.
The Toronto Star did an article on us, which was like really, really sweet. But we never posted about it. Yeah. So like if you look it up, it's out there, but like nobody really knows because we've never like posted about it or anything.
So they hard launched it for you.
Yeah, pretty much. But well, actually, like they gave me the offer to do it.
Yeah.
And I sent it to him as a joke. I was like, oh my God, this is so silly. And he was like, wait, why don't we just do it?
Oh, that's cute.
We are taking our time. I mean, it's scary, especially when you're in the public eye to like be out there.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's
and
really
invite
scary.
a lot of people into, you know, something that's sacred.
However, I think that both of us are so not personal with our social media presence
that's a good point.
It's kind of like, even if we did hard launch and we were like, oh, we're out there, I don't think it would be that big of a deal.
Because you kind of are more like a skit and like.
Yeah. And he's a dancer. So like he's not really like, nobody knows us.
Yeah.
I feel like when I do a podcast, people go, oh, that's who he is. Like nobody really knows that much about me. And I like it that way.
I would like it that way. Except everyone knows everything about me because I overshare everything. And then
that's okay. Yeah. Sometimes I wish I overshared.
Really?
Like sometimes I wish I could like, I don't know, share my opinions. But honestly, I'm scared.
You should be. Yeah.
Listen, I shared a opinion once.
Oh gosh.
And I regret it.
I shared an opinion once.
And this was like close to home. So I started making these videos parodying the Kardashians.
Yeah.
I call them the Bodashians.
It's incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shortly thereafter, I started making these in 2022. Somebody else started making content that was exactly like mine.
Yeah.
And in fact, there was like one video that he posted that was the exact same premise as my videos. Now he was tagging me in the caption, like inspired by Bomanizer.
Right.
I'm like, inspired and completely stolen is crazy. Like that, there's a difference there.
Yeah.
And I spoke about it. And of course I had a lot of my followers and fans that were like, we love you.
Yeah.
We'll go to bat for you.
Yeah.
But then I had some other people that were like, Boman, grow up. Like you're on TikTok. Like, and it just was like, it was so like, I was like, oh, I don't actually care about your opinions.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't ask.
Well, you don't care to take criticism from someone you wouldn't ask advice from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also just like don't like hearing the bad stuff.
Right.
I only want to hear the good stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you. I'm trying to I would like my energy overall to be just more on the high vibration level.
Yeah.
Okay, binaires, you know the holidays can be a whirlwind. I get freaking whiplash between hosting, gifting, all the wine tasting. My skin even sees some things. But that's why I'm obsessed with Oak Essentials. I have been using their Dew body oil for a while. I love it. After a long day, there's nothing better than slathering it on. It's lightweight, fast absorbing, and it makes my skin feel like this smooth, buttery, soft silk. Plus, I can put my clothes on right after without the sticky feeling. I've searched for this kind of stuff. Total win. Okay, and their body routine set, it's the ultimate holiday gift. It's got everything: awakened body polish, perfecting body scrub, Dew body oil, obviously my fave, luminous body lotion, and their moisture-rich body balm, all beautifully packaged and ready to gift. It's perfect for anyone on your list, even the ones who are impossible to shop for. This holiday season, treat yourself and your loved ones to a spa-quality skincare essentials that delivers a moisture-rich glow. Off the Vine listeners, you're going to get 15% off your first order when you use code VINE15 at checkout. That's 15% off your first order at OAKESSENTIALS.com. Promo code VINE15. Get your best radiant skin this season with Oak Essentials. All right, I cannot be the only one who feels like fall just zoomed by. I mean, one minute I feel like I'm sipping on a pumpkin spice latte and carving pumpkins and the leaves are all changing colors. And the next thing I know, I'm hearing Christmas carols in stores and Hanukkah is just around the corner. Like, is it just me? I don't know. Time is scary. All right, so hear me out. I feel like other people can relate to this. We're all trying to get this like head start on holiday shopping, but then life gets in the way. Why are we all so busy? I'll be honest, I didn't start checking things off the list as early as I really wanted to, but now with the holidays practically knocking at the old door, I'm thinking, how in the world am I going to get everything done on time? But then I remembered, hey, Macy's. Thank goodness for Macy's holiday countdown sale, because this sale is a total game changer for those of us who wait until last minute. Guilty. So you can get your shopping done before the stress really hits, and trust me, that is is such a huge relief when you're running around like a little chicken with your head cut off trying to get everything perfect. No, not good. So let me tell you what I'm planning to pick up during the sale, because I know you're wondering. You're just sitting on the edge of your seat over there, listening to me yap, wondering. So first up, I'm getting a cozy cashmere sweater for my sister. Cashmere, I feel like is just one of those things that feels like a luxury gift, but you can still get it at a pretty good price, especially with this sale. And then plus, who doesn't love something that makes them feel like they're like wrapped in a cloud and cozy, and you can throw it over anything. Might even snag one for myself, because I feel like the holidays are a great excuse for self-care shopping. That's what we'll call it. It's good for self-care shopping too, right? Okay, so then for a few of my friends who are really into all things sparkly and fabulous, I'm going to be grabbing them some jewelry. I'm talking like statement earrings, necklaces, all the good stuff. Macy's has such a great selection. And also what I love is that they have options, like so many options, whether you want something understated or something that'll have your friend turning heads. They've got it all. And then here's where it gets fun. I'm also thinking about getting a super nice watch for my dad. I don't know if he even wants one, but I feel like he could use one, and he has everything already, so it's hard to shop for him. But a great watch is basically the 3 presents in one. Don't you think? So I feel like I'm killing 3 birds with 1 stone here. Genius. I am telling you, Macy's makes this so easy, you guys. They've got everything you need for your family, for your friends, and even that one person on your list who you're like, oh, what the heck do I get them? They have everything. We all have one of those friends, and they have stuff for them, okay? Oh, and another thing I'm loving about the Macy's holiday countdown sale is that they've got free shipping on orders over $25. So I can check off everything on my list without worrying about extra shipping fees that always add up. And after everything we've been through this year, we could all use a little less stress when it comes to holiday shopping. I'm thinking of you. And another great part is the sale runs from December 16th through the 19th. So it is happening right now, and that gives you just enough time to finish your shopping before all that madness hits. So whether you're shopping for the fashionista in your life, the person who loves the cozy stuff, or someone who's all about the latest gadgets and tech, Macy's legit has it all. You can shop online at Macys.com, or if you love a good in-store experience, you just head on over to your local Macy's and check out the deals in person. I am definitely taking full advantage of this sale and getting it all done, because I do not want to be that person in line on Christmas Eve scrambling to find something that's just right. I'd rather just, be sipping wine or hot chocolate, watching holiday movies, enjoying all the festivities. No stress. It's just crazy. It's crazy to think how quickly holiday season is upon us, but with Macy's holiday countdown sale, at least I know I can check everything off my list without the stress, and it's all about enjoying the holidays. Let's keep that in mind, okay? Let's enjoy the holidays, and Macy's is going to make it easy to do just that. So head to Macys.com or swing by your local Macy's and get your holiday shopping done. You will thank yourself later. Happy holidays, everyone, and happy shopping at Macy's.
What's it like to move? Okay.
Yeah, why are you still in Toronto?
So here's the thing. I ask Americans this all the time. Why do you guys move so much? In Canada...
Yeah, you just stay put.
You stay put. Like, you don't move.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe for university, you'll move. I don't really know if you live in Edmonton. In Ontario, nobody's moving. Like,
yeah.
You just kind of stay where you are.
I never wanted to do that.
You never wanted to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Toronto, but I'm also like, I have other things to accomplish. And so now I'm toying with some ideas.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? But moving is terrifying.
I agree. Like right now where I am in my house, I want to be there forever.
Right.
It feels like my forever home. But I'm also like, I grew up in Leduc, and that's just outside of Edmonton. I moved to Vancouver. Then I lived in Newfoundland for like a hot minute. And then I moved to Germany. And then I moved back to Vancouver. And then I moved back to Edmonton. And then I moved back to Vancouver. And then I moved to Nashville.
Wow.
So I'm ready to just stay in one place.
Yeah.
And okay. I'd like to build a farm.
A farm?
Yeah.
You love animals.
I love animals so much.
I'd hope so.
I want a horse. I want a pig. I want chickens, even though I hate birds. I want all the dogs.
Birds?
Oh, it's a fear that my mom instilled on me since a child.
Can I tell you something?
Please. You are also afraid of birds?
I was afraid of birds.
You got healed?
Yes.
No.
So
if you tell me it's exposure therapy, I'm out.
No.
Okay. Hypnosis?
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was that shocking. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no!
Bro! Does anyone have a time to go pick?
Oh my gosh.
If we didn't bring up birds, I swear to God.
Oh no. Outfit change. A quick change. Wardrobe change. I'm so sorry. It was all my fault.
It is your
Talking about the damn birds.
You know what it is? It's the birds' fault, and I will always blame the birds.
It's the birds.
Go on with your story.
I want to heal this problem for you.
It's
clearly affecting you.
I'm shaken up. No, it is a huge problem. You really did hypnosis, and
let me explain my journey.
Okay.
And hopefully I can provide you with some
I'm already
guidance.
like anxious talking about it. Okay.
So in Toronto, in Mississauga, where I'm from, we lived near the lake. And near the lake nests a type of bird called the red-winged blackbird.
Oh.
And if you walk under their nests,
they swoop at you.
They swoop at you.
Yeah, no.
And I had so I lived there, like, I think I moved in when I was 10, 11, 12, 13, never had a problem. When I was 14,
it swooped.
I was walking my dog. I feel something peck at my head. I look up. It's a bird. I'm like, oh my God. And I just like walk away. I'm like, dramatic. I walk a little bit. And then I was like, that was weird. And then
I'm scared.
Maybe like a week later, I was out near the lake with my family and there was a seagull and the seagull like took off and I flinched and I realized, oh my God.
I'm afraid of birds.
Now this is like in my brain.
Yeah.
And it was in my brain for years.
Yeah.
I was so petrified. If there was a pigeon, I had to cross the street.
That's me right now.
I can't eat on patios because if I eat on a patio and there's a pigeon walking around
I make a scene.
My God, I have to go inside.
Yeah.
And it became debilitating. Like going to the beach. Me and my boyfriend, one of our early dates, we went to the beach and I was like, oh, this is going to be so fun. And it was me, my head like in his lap facing him so that I didn't see the seagulls like flying over me. Like
you were recently healed then?
Yes. So
okay.
It's not that I was scared. I know that they're not going to hurt me.
Right.
But it's more so
PTSD.
Yeah. It's like I can't feel, I can't feel comfortable around them. Like
they're unpredictable.
So 2 summers ago, I was like, I have to face this.
Yeah.
Because in Toronto, we have the city bikes. And I'm taking the bike around and there's this one portion of the street that is lined with pigeons. And every time I bike through it, I am so tense. And I knew that one day a bird was going to fly at me and I was going to dart into traffic. It was becoming unsafe.
Yeah, yeah.
And on top of that, I was about to go on vacation to Milan.
Yeah, there's birds everywhere.
And the birds there are soldiers.
Yeah.
They are fighters.
Yeah.
Those aren't birds.
Yeah.
So I was at my wit's end and one of my sister-in-law was like, oh, I did hypnosis. She did hypnosis because she couldn't sit through long car rides. And so she did hypnosis and it worked. And I was like, wow, oh, interesting. I was kind of skeptical of it.
Yeah.
But I watched this lady's video, understood a little bit more about it. And I was like, you know what? Let me just try. I want so badly for this to leave me.
Yeah.
So I did it. She like sends you a tape. You listen to it.
One time.
And the next day I got on my bike, biked through that same spot. My hands weren't tense.
No way.
I was so relaxed. At first it was like, no, there's no way.
Right.
There's no way. Now I'm walking on the sidewalk through pigeons, no problem.
You're kidding me.
And it's not necessarily that I like birds. I want to touch them and kiss them.
No.
It's like, I'm like, oh, I'm relaxed around them. And that has changed my life. Like truly. And that's so dramatic. But being afraid of birds, I hate to tell you, they're everywhere, as you know.
I feel you. Wow. I love when I relate to people like this because I've met a few other people that are terrified of birds. And I always was scared that I was going to have to do exposure therapy. And I won't do that. But I'm literally terrified of throwing up and birds. And like sometimes I won't eat sushi if it's not like the highest grader at a fancy place flown in from like Japan because I'm like, what if I throw up?
Yeah.
So I would like her information so I can get through this.
I truly will give it to you.
Wow.
It genuinely, I think that part of hypnosis is you have to believe in it.
Yeah, I agree.
And you have to like want it to work. I think that's step one, but it does work.
Yeah.
My mom took a hypnosis class.
Cool.
My mom has she's a holistic practitioner. So she has a bunch of certifications and one of them is hypnosis. I don't think she's ever hypnotized me. I hope.
You're like, that I know of?
That I know of. But she asked the teacher in her like class to hypnotize her to read more books.
Really?
Yeah. And growing up, my mom, she read a lot. Like she would read like 2 books a week.
Oh.
Now she reads 8 books a week. If I
Pardon?
go home to her house, there's books everywhere. It's covered in books.
She needs to be hypnotized to reel it in a bit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. She needs to do like reverse hypnosis. Like, I know.
She's got a book problem.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
I truly believe in it.
Oh, I do too. I believe in a lot of things that like a little woo-woo stuff. And like, I'm totally a believer in all that. So your mom is like that. And what was your childhood like? Like, were you always the funny one? Like, have you always been like, I want to do skits and be funny and do TV and do.
Yes. So my mom, after Christmas dinner and before dessert, she would put on the Martinez Family Christmas Show. And it was our version of SNL.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like, oh, that's so funny. No, it was serious.
Yeah.
It was Momager. Like Momager came out and it was like
my mom.
Me and my cousins and my other aunt, we would put on this show for the rest of our family. And it was like, we would rehearse. We would start like a month before Christmas. And we would like have weekly rehearsals, a dress rehearsal. It was serious. That's like my earliest memory of like understanding, oh, it is important to entertain others.
Yes.
I just like kind of followed that spark that I felt like I had in me.
Yeah.
And I went to an arts middle school.
Yeah.
And I went to a theater high school.
Cool.
And I think that is where I really learned this is like truly a part of me and I have to follow that.
Yeah, it's like in your blood.
Yeah. I went to one of those high schools that's like High School Musical. Like people playing the xylophone in the stairwells between class and like people like bursting out into song and like we would have like flash mobs, but the flash mobs weren't dance. It was like Shakespeare. Yeah. It was like one of those schools. And I feel like
I go to that school. That sounds like heaven.
I think every school should be like that.
Yeah.
I know.
But that's so funny. Theater really is my mom was a professional ballerina and she also was like a musical theater, whatever you want to call it. And she taught me dance and musical theater. Yeah. And our school, it actually was cool to do musical theater, but it wasn't on that level. It was
very different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not many schools were like this.
I mean, you guys were committed to the bit.
We truly were. Yeah. If you were the lead in the musical, you were popular. I was the lead in 3.
Which ones?
Okay, actually, 1 musical, 2 plays.
Okay.
Hairspray, I was Seaweed.
Amazing.
Obviously.
Yeah. Amazing.
And then we did a Tennessee William play, Summer and Smoke.
Oh.
I was John.
Oh.
And then we did Julius Caesar. I was Brutus.
Cool.
I know. I was cool. I was really cool.
Did you lose your noodle when you got to go to what is the premiere you just
Wicked.
went to? Wicked.
So I've never seen Wicked. I walked into it
Oh my God, I've seen it like 5 times.
Did you die? Better word. It was so incredible.
Yeah.
Of course, Cynthia Erivo was amazing. Yeah. I hope she gets nominated.
Yeah.
And if she
will.
If she does, she will win.
Yeah.
Because that was an incredible performance. However,
to see what?
Ariana Grande blew me away.
Really?
Yes. I think that I wasn't aware of how talented she truly, like I knew she was like the vocalist of our generation.
Yeah.
However, as an actress, as an actor.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like so funny.
Really?
Really, really, really funny. And I wasn't expecting that. And I knew, like, obviously I grew up with her, like, on Nickelodeon, but
oh, yeah, right.
I never, like, truly understood.
I felt that way about Ariana Madix when she did Chicago.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Did I just pronounce her name right?
Ariana Madix.
Yeah. When I watched her in Chicago, she blew me away because I was like, I think she, like, did some theater in school. Yeah. And, like, I think she wanted to pursue theater, like, when she was younger. Mm. And she was a true talent and a star out there. Like I was like, I did not expect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so interesting how a lot of people are just so talented. You have no idea.
I know.
I feel that I have to like constantly let people know that I'm talented.
Yeah.
Because I'm like under this TikToker label.
Right.
Which I love. I'm very proud to be a TikToker.
Right.
But I also fall into like a TikToker. That's so broad.
So many TikTokers.
So many. And also everybody's doing it differently.
Yeah.
Everybody is doing the social media thing very differently than other people. I don't have any help. Nobody edits my videos. Nobody thinks of the concepts for my videos. I do it all. And it's exhausting. That's why I have burnout. Is because I'm like doing it all.
Because I am not doing anything but showing up as me on social media. Like I'm like, hey guys, what's up? Like I don't come up with creative concepts.
I know. I'm at the point where I think I need help now.
You
like I have too many ideas to like.
But that's such a great place to be, that you need help to create your stuff, because you're like, you need to build a team, because you're at that place. I mean, let's talk about everything you're doing. Like
let's hear it. Let's talk about it.
That music video you did for your song was giving like 2000. Like I was obsessed with it.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. It was obviously it's like a joke and it's like a silly song, but I was very committed to making it feel like just as great as any other music video.
I didn't know if it was like a joke.
Well, it is and it isn't.
Yeah,
like I'm even that, like I made the whole song, the production, wrote it all by myself, did it all.
That's because you also can dance.
Thank you.
Does your boyfriend love that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the reason I made the music video was to dance in it, because I was like, I can dance.
Yeah, you can.
Like I want to dance.
Yeah.
And I literally was like, I was telling the choreographer, like, I want it to be hard. I don't want it to be like easy.
Right.
Obviously, like certain parts are just like fun, silly, but like it was so fun to like
the choreo.
Yeah, it was so fun to do something different, to like to be in rehearsals for something and use my brain to like figure out the muscle memory of these things. Like it just was like, it was so refreshing and so fun to do.
Yeah.
So thank you.
It was. I watched it twice. I was like,
oh my God,
Yeah,
really?
it's catchy too. The song's catchy.
Yeah, as a worm.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you also talk to me about the TV show that you're doing.
Made for TV.
Yeah.
It's been years in the making.
Right.
This show.
You're not doing that by yourself, I hope.
No, I have a wonderful. Now, listen. When I say I'm doing things by myself, I have a wonderful team behind my manager, my agents, my publicist.
Yes.
The show, of course, I had an amazingly talented group of people supporting the show.
Yeah.
And then also, even at the network, so much trust to like just create the show that we wanted to create, which was like so wonderful. Made for TV. Comes to Roku on December 1st.
Awesome.
In America. So finally, my audience will be able to watch it.
Yeah.
So it came out in Canada this summer. It's about myself as I go on the quest to prove that I am made for TV.
Yeah, like TikTok to TV, right?
Yes. Each episode is a different reality TV genre that I test.
Yeah.
And we have a celebrity guest from each respective genre that like takes me on the journey.
So will it be like reality TV, sitcom?
No, so every genre is a different reality. Sorry, every episode is a different reality TV genre. So
reality TV.
Yeah. So we do dating, we do cooking, news, sports, drag,
fun,
and like a Housewives Kardashian style.
Yeah.
It's fun. It is stupid. It is a stupid
we need that.
show. But exactly. It's in the best way possible. Yeah. It is so stupid and fun. I think people will enjoy the fact that it's like, I think you'll watch it and you'll go like, is this real? Like, was this supposed to happen? And we had a whole writer's room for the show, but nothing was scripted.
Really?
Yeah. So it's very like Nathan For You. Yeah. Like it's fun. It's very meta. It's very fun.
Oh, that's so fun. I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah.
So December 1st, Roku.
December 1st on Roku.
That's exciting.
In America and in Canada.
See, you are proving it.
Yeah.
You aren't just a TikToker.
Making it happen.
You're a musician, an actor, a theater kid, a TV star.
Yeah. And I'm devilishly handsome too.
And a great ass.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Wait,
no, you're right. You're right.
Are you right?
Yeah.
Have you ever met the Kardashians?
No.
Have they commented on your videos?
No.
Stop.
No.
As if they haven't seen them.
I know that they've seen them. However, they've never said anything. I don't really know why. I don't.
Because I feel like they're good. They're good sports about people making fun of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've
poking fun. I should say making fun.
They've done things in the past. Like Kourtney did something with Benny Drama in the past. Like I don't think that they're like not allowed.
Yeah, what?
And listen, I don't make these videos for their attention. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not like out here making these so that I'll get recognized by them.
Right.
Because that is the number one question I get is,
are you trying to?
Have they reached out?
Oh, damn it.
I truly make these videos because they are fun to make.
Yeah.
And even just thinking of the concept, the idea behind each episode
you're
makes
good at
me
impressions.
laugh. Thank you.
Yeah. No, your impressions make me laugh. Who's your favorite person to impersonate besides the Kardashians?
That is such a good question.
Well, I had to redeem myself for asking the most common question asked ever.
You did a great job.
Thanks.
I think Kourtney is really fun. However, I really love. Oh my God, that is such a good question. I'm trying to think of like who I impersonate just in my day to day. I really love. So I used to do this character called John Scrape of Poop, and it was it was an impression of Chris Hansen. Do you know who that is?
Oh yeah, of course. Take a seat.
Take a seat. Yeah. I loved doing him.
Funny.
Yeah, I would do these like videos where it was like a hard hitting interview of myself. And so you realize that. That was so fun.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite.
That's a really good one. I cannot do anyone. I can't do accents and I can't do impressions.
I think I used to be good at it, but I think I've like done so many of the same impression. I've done so much Kourtney that every impression I go to do is Kourtney.
It's so comical. that to watch, like, after people like you, I'll watch your videos and then I'll actually watch her talk and I'm like, she really does talk like that. It's wild.
I think it's also like the impression that I do, but then also like watching the show after watching one of my videos is hard.
Yeah.
Because you realize, it is about like nothing. These scenes are about nothing. They're literally, they just sit there and they're like,
Thursday, Nobu. Yeah, spray tan.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like it's slow.
Yeah, it is slow.
It's slow, but also like kudos to them. Like they found their niche.
I mean, truly, I can't believe how successful they are.
So, yeah.
I mean, Kendall, true talent. She is a model and she is good and she works hard. But
who's your favorite?
Ooh, sometimes Kendall, because I feel like she gives the least. Well, so does Kourtney. Okay, my favorite.
Kendall's a good one.
I think it is Kendall.
I feel like she's also the quietest one.
Yeah.
Which is why I think people like her too. It's like, there's some mystery there.
There's a lot of mystery there. Yeah. And I feel like she is not performative. I feel like she's just like, she shows up the way she wants to show up.
Yeah.
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 Who's your favorite?
I think Kim.
Really?
Yeah, I think Kim is I think she's like the coolest one in my head. Like, I think she does the most diverse amount of things. Yeah. Like, suddenly she's a lawyer.
That's wild.
Suddenly she's like working on prison reform.
Yeah.
Like, I think that she has diversified her brand quite well.
Yeah.
And she kind of seems like the nicest. Like, I feel like if I ran into her, she'd just be nice.
I've met them like very briefly in passing, very sweet. But I've heard specifically that Kim is an angel in real life, to talk to.
This episode of Off the Vine is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. So whether you're into true crime, comedy, celebrity interviews, or motivational podcasts, you are the one calling the shots in what's in your queue. Well, now you can have that same kind of control with your car insurance thanks to Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Super simple. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for your car insurance. They're going to show you options that fit your budget. It's like building your perfect little playlist, but for coverage, you know? You get to decide what works for you. Fast, easy, totally customized. Quote today at Progressive.com to try the Name Your Price tool for yourself and join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. All right, the holidays can be chaotic, but the SKIMS Holiday Shop has been an absolute lifesaver for me this year. Shopping for everyone on my list, usually stressful, but when I saw SKIMS had everything from gift-ready sets to the coziest loungewear, I finally got into that holiday spirit. And yes, I picked out a few things for myself too, because it's tried, tested, and true for me with SKIMS, so why not? One of my absolute favorites is the Soft Lounge sleep set. It's one of the most comfortable things and perfect for those nights when you just want to relax after a long day of holiday prep. I've been wearing mine Vine while binging all the favorite holiday movies. I can't wait to gift it to my sister, and I got a couple for some friends. The seasonal colors make it feel extra festive, and it's something that I know they'll actually use and love. So if you're looking for the perfect gifts, head to SKIMS Holiday Shop at skims.com. They've got styles for women, men, kids, even your pets. And after you place your order, don't forget to select podcast in the survey and choose off the Vine from the drop-down menu to let them know I sent you.
What do you think the biggest lesson that you've learned in like your career, like from being on TikTok, from moving to television, like everything that you've done, what do you think like makes what you do successful? What's the biggest lesson?
That is such an amazing question. Once again, congratulations on these questions. It's hard to look back on the last 5 years of doing this because each era of doing it was so incredibly different from the last.
Yeah.
I think the most recent learning lesson that I've learned is how to advocate for myself.
That's a good one.
Nobody is going to be a better advocate for yourself than you.
Yeah.
And in this industry, I've learned it's very easy to sit behind other people who are supposed to be the bad guys.
Yeah.
You're very protected by all the people around you.
Yeah.
And when I was working on my show, I remember realizing, oh, I'm in Canada. My team is not here.
Right.
And I am making, I was a producer on the show. So I'm helping to make decisions.
Yeah.
And I know what decisions are going to be best for me.
Yeah.
I know what's going to look good for me. I know and just in that process, learning how to make sure that my voice was heard was so important.
Yeah.
And I think that learning those lessons has carried over to so many other things.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like that's a lesson that everyone can take into whatever they're doing at their job or their relationship and like friendships, like whatever it is that you like standing up for yourself.
Yes.
Well, I wonder why it's so scary because I need to work on that. I always want to go with what's easiest and make other people happy, especially my team. Like, I'm like, oh, whatever's easier for you. Like, oh, like, I'm always like that, even when I'm like, that's not going to work.
Yeah. It's interesting. Like sometimes you'll get asked to do things and sometimes there's just like a pressure to say yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know I don't want to do this.
Right.
Like, I don't really need to do it.
Right.
In the long run, will it really do all that much for me? I don't know.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to like be able to say, I don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. Like,
I know. So you're 5 years into this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
I'll get there.
I mean, I'm 9 years in, 10 actually, since I went on The Bachelor.
My God.
And I still am learning all of these things. But you should have seen me 10 years ago.
Oh.
I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
It's interesting. It's even interesting to just see people that are doing what I'm doing that are in like just a different place.
Yeah.
And hear about their experience. Everybody has such a unique experience doing this.
Yeah, that's true. Especially like if you've really like set yourself up with a platform on something like TikTok, like, and I feel like TikTok is hard now to build. Do you agree? Like, I find it hard because
it's a very different app.
Well, because I'm like, I thought I followed this person, but really they're just always on my For You page. So I'm like, does it matter more about views or followers? Like, I don't know.
Oh, what a question. Welcome to my world.
Yeah,
it is so weird. It's like, it's almost like different follower counts on different apps are different currencies.
Yeah.
Like there's like a stock market involved and like the followers on one app, if you have 1 million followers here and 1 million followers there, they both mean an entirely different thing.
Right.
And it's very weird.
And I didn't know you could make money off TikTok. Like, I didn't know it was an app that if you talk for over a minute and you get a certain amount of views.
In America.
TikTok's different in Canada than it is in the States?
It's the same app. Like, it is the same app. However, we are very late to a lot of things.
Interesting.
And some things we don't even have. We don't have Shop. Like, we don't have TikTok Shop.
Really?
Yes. When I came to visit my boyfriend once and I was scrolling on his TikTok and I was like, why is everybody selling stuff?
It's every other video.
But like in Canada, we're still in 2021. We are still like back in the day, just like it's so just
cute.
It's really cute.
That is cute.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it is a very different app than when I started. Like when I started, nobody was doing ads.
Yeah.
In fact, when I signed with my manager at the time, I was like, I'm not doing ads.
Right.
Like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing. Then they told me about the ads, and I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I'll have to do
they
an ad
offered
or
you,
two.
and you saw
But
the, yeah.
even then, it was like, I have to make certain that this ad does not feel like an ad.
Yeah.
Because nobody was putting ads on that app.
Got it. Oh, that's tricky. Yeah. I think that's one of the hardest things for me personally. I have, over the past 10 years, I actually really would give myself credit for not just taking any brand deal. Like, I really wanted to believe in it, use it. Like, I don't want, because I made a mistake 10 years ago that made me feel that way. I like tried to sell like a tummy tuck, like, machine. And my whole audience was like, what the are you doing? And I was like, and a girlfriend called me and gave me shit, and it was all just a learning lesson. But it's really hard because people are really sick of being sold things these days too.
Yeah.
So do you do ads anymore?
Of course.
Oh, good.
God.
Okay,
no,
good.
I have a mortgage to pay.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
but that's the thing. It's like, it's now, like, when I started, people are like, get a real job, blah, blah, blah. But now people are like, oh, this is your job.
Yes. There's a better understanding now of what it looks like
I agree.
to use this tool to make money.
Yeah.
Even when I started 5 years ago, it was still like, get a real job.
Yeah.
Even in 2022, when I'm posting about the guy stealing my content, it was get a real job.
Yeah.
And now I feel like it's a lot different, where everybody is making money on social media somehow, like, or trying to. I feel very lucky with the brands that I work with, especially that they get it.
And do they let you like show up as you?
Yes.
Yeah.
They kind of they understand
your brand,
my brand, but they also understand that, like, my audience understands my brand.
Yeah.
And that any branded content that I make, my audience is going to more or less understand it. Also, through the power of comedy, anything can feel like it's not an ad. And I think that's what I try to do when I'm creating branded content.
What is your favorite, like, platform or thing to do on like, is it television? Is it singing? Is it TikTok? Is it your skits? Like, what's your favorite?
Okay, well, making my TV show was just such a different experience.
Yeah.
It was TikTok. I'm like by myself.
Yeah.
My job, sometimes, some weeks, I do nothing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I am burnt out and I have no video to make. I have nothing to edit. I'm bored.
Yeah.
And some weeks it's fun. I'm taking meetings. I'm doing things. I'm busy. But that back and forth is so mentally, it's like whiplash.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm failing. I don't have anything. I've got the block. And
when I was making, when we were filming my show, it was for 6 weeks. I was like, I have a job.
Yeah.
I have something to like wake up and I have a purpose. I'm social. I'm talking to people. I'm making decisions every day.
Yeah.
I'm using my brain to like show up on set to this unscripted show. And like, I have to create the TV show that I have to find the jokes. Like, it felt like I was using my brain.
Yeah.
Which was so nice in a job where I often feel like I don't use my brain very much.
I think that's why everybody went crazy over COVID.
Yeah.
I think that's why the world is so angry.
Yeah.
Because they, you know, there's a loneliness epidemic literally happening where people are like feeling lonely, and like suicide rates are higher. Mental health is a crisis right now.
Yeah.
And like, no shit, because we were all so isolated and lonely for so long. Like, do you deal with a lot of haters online or not really?
I thankfully, because I don't put myself online, I don't get hate as much. Yeah, I'm more of a character.
That's nice.
And I'm very relatable online. So I feel like people are more so just like, they understand the joke.
Yeah. Tell everybody where they can find you and your videos and everything that you're doing and have coming up, because it's a lot.
Please, for the love of God, if you love yourself, stream Made for TV, starring me, Boman Martinez-Reid, on Roku. Genuinely, go stream it. It's funny. It's fun for the whole family. It's fun for your friends. Your grandmother will love it. I am very big amongst the grandmother community of America and Canada and the UK and South Africa.
Cool.
Please go stream our show. It is so funny. It's so stupid. It's what we need right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Made for TV is on Roku December 1st, and you can follow me at Bomanizer on pretty much everywhere.
You're a fun follow, and I can't wait to stream it. I'm gonna I'll do like live dreams while streaming.
Please.
And just, yeah, I do agree. I think that about being at Dancing with the Stars last night, I'm like, this show brings so much joy to the world. And it's like, you know, such a dark world. And those kinds of things, those kinds of entertainment, we really do need that. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having
that
me.
was so fun.
I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. I'll see you next Tuesday. See you next